Realising our move to France came earlier than expected. Come with us and enjoy watching the trials and tribulations that have occurred. Follow me, Jo Harris, my husband Steve, and our gorgeous fox red Labrador Morse, and our beautiful Bright on our journey to integrate into French society. Bon courage! So, following on from the fireplace build, we now had other ideas about the arrangement of the main bedroom. The weather had definitely turned, and although nowhere near freezing, it is chilly at night, especially when one has no insulation. Steve had popped back to the UK, so I set about changing things around. I thought that through the winter months it might be an idea to be nearer the fire, so I moved the bed with great difficulty, floor scraping and rather a lot of swearing, over to the end of the room next to the fireplace. It meant we would have to swap sides of the bed, which after 20 odd years would prove interesting, so that Steve would be next to the fire. The sofa and table now stand at the far end. I have to say, I really like the room this way round. The gorgeous chest of drawers can be seen to its full potential, and with the afternoon light beaming through the windows, I was pleased with my work. So, step 30! Wow, I can't believe it. So, COVID strikes, but we don't realise until we test the following day. Steve wasn't feeling too bad, so empties the lean-to, while I try to keep going. You can tell in my voice I'm not feeling good.
So, this little building we've not really used at all, apart from just in the doorway to put garden tools in. It was so full of junk and rubbish, and well, big pile of wood came out of the top and some rubble and stuff, but I've already done 3 trailer loads full, which I should have filmed but I completely forgot. So now this little room is empty, and some kind soul has already put waste and water in here. So our idea of making this into a little laundry room might actually work. Now, I don't know if you can see, but there's a stick, well, a bit of a beam sort of thing, holding the floor up. The floor has collapsed in one place. The rest of it looks all right though. So in a minute I'm going to put something around that and stand in the doorway and pull that post out, because I can wiggle it with my hand so it's loose. And I'm guessing quite a lot of the floor will come down when I do that. But you can't make an omelette without breaking eggs. I'll just get the ladder and I'll show you up the top. Excuse me, Morsey. Excuse me, doggies. So until today I'd never even seen in here. And that might be a bit dark for filming, but that is what it looks like. And actually the roof timbers are really good. And the big beam that holds it all up is really good as well. These have to come out because they're very rotten. But I think I'll use this opportunity to raise the doorway to head height, which is about the same height as the lintel above the bathroom window. So yes, so I can stand under that. So I think that I've got to take that out, which means I've got to take this wall out. I've got to take that out. As you can see, it's a little bit rotten. I've got to take that out, which means the wall's got to come out about like that. So I might as well, when I put the new lintel in, just put it in up there. And I don't know whether we're going to build up that with stone, because I think we're going to have this full height. I don't think we're going to have a floor in here. So in a little while, I'll do you an update of what it looks like with the ceiling pulled down, hoping it doesn't come down on me. Okay, here goes nothing.
Oh God.
Well, that was completely uneventful.
So it's fallen down.
Only the post has fallen down and one stone.
Oh right. Careful.
That rotten, completely rotten
Oh
bit of
gosh.
post was holding one of the joists up. But if you stay there and record, I'll go and get the joist. I think. I'll just have a quick.
I was going to say, please be careful. I was supposed to be helping Steve with this today, but I've come down with some lurgy, a terrible headache. But
And that's why it was being propped up, because the end of it is completely rusted.
oh right. So is there a floor in there at all now? A ceiling in there at all?
Yeah, it's still completely intact. Nothing fell down.
Oh okay.
Only that post and
Oh
that
right.
roof fell
I
down.
see. Right.
So I've now got to find a way of pulling it down without pulling it down on myself.
Yeah. Never a fun thing.
It's the same construction as the floor in the house. It's those faggots.
Oh right.
So I think these are all hanging now. This end, they're pointing like that. So I think I'm going to be able to pull those down a bit with a rake.
Mm.
But I'm not going to pull anything down with me in there if I've got to get
No,
the top and
please don't.
push it
Yeah.
down. But the roof itself is really in excellent condition,
Yeah.
apart from the tiles and this end one. The
Okay.
next row of joists, they're immaculate.
Oh, amazing.
And it's
Yeah,
very dry in there.
and as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there is water.
Yes, I've just told the
Oh,
folks of the internet land that some kind soul had the foresight to put toilet waste or waste grey water and a cold water supply.
Mm. Well, we did have lots of ideas, but I expect you've said about this wood.
Yeah, so I've already decided now that because that is completely rotten, I'm going to have to take the wall out back to here anyway to take this rotten lintel out.
Oh, okay.
So I might as well and I've got lintels, I've got big wooden lintels in the barn. So I'm just going to put it back in up here.
Well, higher, so it's head height.
So it's head height.
Yeah, well, that'd be good.
Same height as that one.
Yeah, that'd be good. Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, so this is the soil that's coming out of the ceiling of the, what are we going to call that little building? The lean-to.
The lean-to.
The lean-to. This is what came out of the ceiling that was above Joe's
Yeah.
head. So this is
We've seen enough of that.
This is about half as thick, and I thought I'd never see any of this ever again. And look what I found.
Oh, good.
Anyway, I'm going to crack on.
Okay, darling. Yeah, I really thought we'd seen
The last of.
the end of that lot. It looks like
It's just like mashed together sticks and brambles and
yeah, not plasterboard. What am I thinking of?
chipboard.
Chipboard, that's it. Brain's dead today. But yeah, so I think Steve's probably said we're hoping to use this to store some of the wood that my brother Jez and his wife Marie very kindly moved around for us. It's the big pile over there at the end, right at the end of the patio, or further on than that. Can't really see it, but yeah, it's all going very autumnal. We still got some hornets flying around, although they've kept their distance. There was one in the bedroom this morning. I managed to get it out.
Okay, folks, so it's a couple of hours later, and well, this is the little room we've been telling you about. Old ceiling all gone. Inside, the roof looks in really good condition, actually. The The rafters look great. But yeah, it's got a nice dirt floor. My wellies. All clear. That's where the floor joists came out of. So we'll make those good. We're not going to have a floor in here again. And the other side of that wall is the bathroom upstairs. So we could easily have hot and cold water in here. There is cold water supply there and soil pipe. But we could easily have hot and cold from the ballon. Literally is just the other side of that wall. And I'm thinking I will probably build that back up with stone. There's no need for there to be an opening there. And we've got some brand new hardwood windows that I think I will put one in that wall there. Or a skylight. But I've got to strip that roof off anyway, because some of the battens are a bit shoddy. Most are alright, but some of them are a bit rotten. But a lot of the tiles on the outside are cracked and really covered in moss and stuff, so the roof has got to come off, because I want to take that wall up there down anyway. I can't take that down with the roof on. So that I can raise this doorway up. And there's a little Bright. What are you doing, Bright? What you doing, Bright? It's a new place, isn't it? Eh? And Mummy wants to put wood in here. I think we can do much more with it than just put wood in it. Anyway, that's progress so far today. And that's all the rubbish that came out of it. That is pretty much most of the ceiling. But even those, apart from the one that had the rotten end, these are in good nick as well. Use those for something else, window frames probably. So yeah, it's coming along. Have to check the levels in there, I think, within out here, because I've also had another little apostrophe that the other side of that wall is the bath, and we're taking the bath out anyway. Wouldn't this make a great shower room off the bathroom? You could have a huge walk-in shower in here. A big rainforest shower. That would be lovely. See what Joe thinks.
On a bright and sunny November morning, Lesa and I set off to Limoges to a fabulous store called Jardiland. It has the most amazing Christmas decorations, and those of you who watched Ted and Lisa's vlog may remember the video of Lesa charging around, hyperventilating at the sheer wonderfulness and magnitude of the items available. Lesa found some perfect tablecloths in the Montmagna colours. I got some great ideas, but the more we looked at things, the more we thought that Steve and Ted could make the same thing, if they had time, of course. And everything was a little on the pricey side. I definitely prefer the wooden look, but do like a bit of sparkle. It made me feel very Christmassy indeed. We ended up going somewhere else, where they had very similar decorations at literally half the price. So there are a few new things to be hung this year, and the house does lend itself so perfectly to Christmas in all its glory. I'm still trying to decide whether we should get a real tree this year, although our fake one is lovely. I am just hoping that Bright, our new little dog, doesn't chew it to shreds, as we are finding that she is a bit of a nibbler. Anyhow, we had a fabulous day. Thank you, Lesa, for your wonderful company as usual. With a very special Christmas market coming up at the Chateau de Montmagna, I thought I would paint some Christmassy pictures and frame them to sell on my stall. I wish I could paint as fast as this. I am not one of those to deck the halls in November, so I do apologise for this early theme, but I caught the Christmas spirit after shopping with Lesa. I hope those of you that live locally, or indeed those that don't, will pop along on the 18th of December to the Chateau de Montmagne. Check out Ted and Lisa's website. I'll see you there. I know in my last vlog that I mentioned we were off to our interview to renew our visas. I will leave that to the next video and will fill you in on the administrative procedures. I was quite nervous in the run-up to the meeting, as it is something that's so important to us. However, when we arrived, we were greeted by a lovely lady who spoke a little English. We were also allowed to be seen together, so that was unexpected, and we were most grateful. It has been 2 weeks or more and we have heard nothing, but I am hoping that that is good news. I will let you know all about it next time. Anyway, I trust you are enjoying my speed painting. As I said, if only I could do it this fast, I could get a fair few done in an hour. I wish I could paint walls this fast too. The bedroom would have been finished ages ago. As I mentioned, it is beginning to get very autumnal. The temperature has definitely dropped. The vine is bereft of leaves and the garden is looking a bit bleak. Anyway, it's time to light the kitchen fire, and both dogs are now staring at me, waiting to be fed. I expect you heard her barking just then. See you next time. À bientôt!